Hello everybody, I'm back with more action. Today we have a Nintendo DS XL. Now I did do some work for this gentleman. He sent me the board. It looks like when he took the battery off, he ripped the power connector off the board and had just sent me the board to put the power connector back on. So I did that, and that all seemed fine. They got it home, and he put it back together, and everything was good. And then it died, and they can't charge it. So I'm not really too sure what's going on here yet. The charge port is quite loose. I did check the power adapter because I do have some replacement ports for these things too, so that works out well. So I just plugged that into there and then checked for voltage, and I'm getting like 4.9 volts out of that power adapter. So from that standpoint, it seems to be fine. So yeah, we're just gonna have to go through this. Oh, he left me a game. What do we got? Unwound Future. Never heard of it. Is it any good? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so we got that, and what about an SD card? No SD card. Okay, let's rip into this thing and see what is going on. What do we got here? I just finished work. I'm a little tired. So let's see what we can get into here. Throw that off. Here's the battery. Let's see what we got. Battery looks okay. I don't see anything going on there. Oh. Looks like there's a little bit of corrosion. You guys can't see it, but here, let me zoom in. Might be able to get closer. Yeah, on the left-hand side there, that kind of looks a little funky. Oh, we'll get into it here and see what's happening. Let's get the camera fixed up first, eh? Okay, what do we got here? Oh, I actually have that piece. It's always missing. So a couple tri-wings, it looks like. A small Phillips. I haven't ripped one of these apart in quite a long time, actually. So let's start with the easy stuff. Throw that over there. And we got anything in there? Looks like two there. And two more Phillips down here. So what I'm going to try and do, first of all, is just confirm that I've got power through the connector, because if we're not getting power through there, then we need to do a port swap, and we'll confirm that just once I get this off. Unfortunately, this is that weird power connector Nintendo used, so I can't use my amp meter because it's not USB based, so I'll have to yeah, we'll have to try and fake it. Okay, is there not? It doesn't look like we have any screws behind there. Okay. Okay, you guys are probably screaming at me like, no, you're missing the screws, man. Oh, there is connectors back here. There is screws back there. Okay, let's get rid of the feet here. That would make sense. Okay, no big deal. Except all the glue is going to come off of those, but we will put some new gold glue on there. I've got some glue tape we can use there. Looks like it's coming off with the screws. Okay. Those guys are out. Okay, now will it let me in? Let's see. Yeah, right. The back kind of pops off first on this guy, doesn't it? There's the front. Oh. Let's use this guy. I'll get in there. Probably best off to use a plastic spudger. There we go. Right, now we've got this. These two connectors here. Okay, well that's the back. What? One's the SD card and one's the volume. Right? Yeah, looks like it. No, seem to be fine. Okay, that's good.
Okay, so just I had to do another voiceover because my audio equipment is working really, really good. So I'm just pointing out that the power connector there is basically something that I need to test, and I'm gonna put some power to it and try and follow some power through the board. But we'll see where I actually do some checking, and the power appears to get to one of the chips that's just down a little bit lower there. And I'm just showing the power connector that I soldered for the gentleman there. It was pretty damaged when I first got it. It was really melted and stuff, so I thought I had everything secured there, but it looks like the front pins or the front secure point never did make a connection. The pins in the back were solid, but when I went to take the connector out, it basically started to come apart. It was lifting off the board basically. So okay, so now I got some power plugged in here. Just using the DS charger itself. I think we're at 5 volts, I believe, 4.9 or something like that. My awesome newbiness. There we go. There we go. Now we can see what we're doing. Alrighty. So yeah. So basically, 4.9 volts. It's coming through the connector. I kind of did a little bit of a wiggle jiggle here to see if there was any um, things that we had missed or anything, but it looks like the power connector is actually solid. So that's good. That doesn't usually happen, to be quite honest. So everything looks fine. So here I'm trying to dangle my leads here and wiggle. But yeah, I gave up after a little while there because it wasn't showing any signs of failing really. So throw that away. We've got power coming into the board. And I'm just going to run through this and try and figure out where the power goes to. It does come down to some of these chips that transfer the charging voltage over. I'm not really too certain how this board actually charges, so I will get into it a little bit later here, but the board needs to be basically checked through so I can verify whether we're actually getting charging or not. But I wasn't able to. I actually did some poking through here, which you'll see here in a moment. My audio is going to come back. I just wanted to fill this in so it didn't sound like it was just complete dead space. But I'm going to bring the microscope in here and everybody can have a look of it up close. And yeah, that's basically where I got to on the DS. So I'm just going to run through some more troubleshooting and following some of the circuits through. And my audio is going to come back here momentarily in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Test. Testing. Okay, guys, I had to switch microphones there. Sorry about that. Sure everything's good. Yep. Test. Okay. Uh, Let me get a little closer here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? There we go. Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's get rid of this. And let's switch over to our microscope and have a look and see what there is to see. Okay, so you can see there that this is what I'm talking about. The resistors did take a bit of a beating there. Looks like we got some damage down there. Does that not look good? Okay, let's just raise this up a little bit here. Try and keep you guys in the shot as much as I can, anyway. So I'm going to take this board out here real quick. Let's just lift our connectors. I can't see what I'm doing, sorry. So I just lifted this guy. Let's pull this guy out. Where is my tweezers? There. Got them. Let's pull that off. Okay, that seemed to be in there properly. This one up here. Let's pull that guy out. Ooh. You see what I see? There is definitely some corrosion going on here. We'll see. Okay, that one's a little bit tricky. Let me get these guys. I like this spoon set. It works not too bad when regular stuff doesn't work. The only thing is it's huge. Okay, let's just grab it and try and gently. Okay, that does not want to come out. Is that? What is the deal here? Almost looks like that plugs in. Let's try. Aha, yes. Okay, my bad, I'm an idiot. Alright. Okay, so there's all that out. That looks okay. I don't know about that. What's the inside of that connector look like? Where is it? Not there. Get my big fat finger out of the way. All right, let's focus that. Ay. Ooh boy. Yeah, we've got some I don't remember seeing this corrosion on the board when I had it. And that capacitor has seen better days. This guy right here. Okie dokie. Okay, let's pull this board off here real quick and have a look. You can see those resistors are... Okay, so this was my soldering here. Ooh. I have to be careful with that. It looks like it broke off the board. Huh. That's not good. Okay, that's gonna have to be resoldered again. I'm surprised that's broken. Yikes. Okay. That is not good. That was solid down before. What the heck happened to it? Yeah, okay. And you can see the pins are not looking very healthy either. What did this guy do when he plugged it in? Holy moly. Okay, that's definitely not where it needs to be. Let me see this connector. How's this looking? So my next step, I guess, is... Oh, why there's so much corrosion in there? This thing go for a swim? Okay, that looks okay. First thing I'm gonna do actually is I don't really like how loose that is, so let's fix that first. Eh? Yeah. All right. Let's get some. I'm not gonna take it out of the chassis just yet. See if I can get this stuck down again anyway, at least on one side. There. Looks like I got it. Okay. Hmm. I think what I'm going to do next is actually check the voltage in that battery. Sure, it's okay. And I kind of want to do something with these pins. They're all bent. That one for sure is bent up. Okay. Let's use my flat blade. See if I can just push down on this gently. Try and put this more in the center where it needs to be. That's a little much. It's good. How's the vertical? Did I push down at all? It's still sticking up in the air pretty good. Well, that shouldn't really matter as long as that connection's okay. But let's check the battery here real quick before we go any further with this thing. What do we got here? Positive, negative. Okay. All right. What kind of voltage do you have? I have to take my word for it. I don't have it on screen. 3.4 volts. So it's definitely low. Okay. All right. Now, the other thing I want to check before we get too carried away is I want to plug this back in. Okay. And then let's plug. Switch back over the overhead here. Stand by. Boom. Okay, get rid of this guy for a minute. Let's get as close as we can. Okay. Just gonna try plugging this in. I just want to see if we get any voltage out to those pins. So we verified the power connector works. I'm getting 4.9 volts in there. Let's get that into the shot for everybody. Glare City. Where's my little... Try that thing. Good God. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go onto that pin. To that pin there. It doesn't look like I'm getting anything out of that at all. So let's actually... Let's be negative, positive here. We're getting something, but we're not getting what we need. Okay. Just verify our input voltage is still good. Yeah, 4.9 volts. Should be getting something here. We're not getting anything. Okay. All right, so let's unplug that. Okay, so no bueno there. Let's get back under the microscope here. I'm a little worried because this has a bunch of damage on it. Okay, let's... What is that? See what I see? There's corrosion all over this board. Not good. Oh yes, there's F1 right there. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can hear the beep or not. Let's untangle my leads first. Constant battle. All right. Fuse is good. Okay, we drop into the coil here. Looks like we got power. Okay. Let's just check through this coil here. Yeah, yeah. Side is ground. That side's ground. Okay. Okay, so I don't know a lot about these charging circuits on this one, so I'm going to have to probably do. Like, that was not me. My goodness. Somebody's been in there messing about. Definitely was not my work there. Okay, actually, what I want to do is I want to get rid of this corrosion up here first before we get too carried away. Let's get that off the board. There's like corrosion everywhere. This guy didn't tell me this thing got, was all corroded, so could be anything there, dude. Might have popped the charging IC on this thing, which I don't even know where it is, but I'll find it eventually. Do a little bit of looking online here. Just clean this up. It's looking really, really nasty. Okay, so like my power basically is coming in on that side and then it disappears on those vias there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get this board out of here before I go too far. Yeah, look at all that corrosion down in that via. Not good. This thing must have had something spilled on it. That's all I can guess. Alright, let's keep trucking here. Yep, the corrosion killed it. So I cleaned everything up after looking around the board and just deciding to clean it all. I tried a couple different screens. I did a bunch of stuff off camera, but basically once I cleaned everything up and reseated everything, the thing came alive, and it's charging. See, the battery life is there now. I did swap a couple parts out. I got rid of that other power board. But yeah, basically the console wasn't dead because of the battery or the charging. It was dead because of the corrosion. Corrosion was keeping the system from turning on. Thankfully, I had another XL that I have for parts, so I was able to do a little bit of checking between the two boards and found that the one battery, even though it was low, it wasn't like super low. But I did find that it was not playing nice with the charger. So as soon as I put the other battery in it and cleaned up all the corrosion, well, this was the result. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.